Okay, I want to level up my party. I want to check out what this mythic shit is, since that's the way the game seems to be going. Wipe out the band of cultists. Find the lost relic of the Crusaders. Is that our next Erebeth, the hero who saved Canabres? I mean, there was a whole party of us. It wasn't just me.
Rise,
mostly.
Warriors. Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Canabres. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Golfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the Fifth Crusade. And I am glad to introduce the one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss.
Hopefully Erebeth.
The hero of Canabres. Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
Not a leader.
From now until
No, really not a leader. Can I just go in the shadows?
And now it's time to rest. Everyone is dismissed.
Gosh. Knight Commander already. That's quite the
There.
promotion.
The troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp, and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters.
Okay. Can I find a vendor, please, to sell my shit? Examine the campsite of the Eagle Watch. Commander, please allow me to join you while you inspect our encampment. Well, I fully plan on leveling up, so... Oh my god. Oh my god. What insanity has happened? Oh, I didn't make a level though. So close yet so far. Oh no. What about all the items I left in my trunk back at the Defender's Heart? Because I've got somewhere I want to add. I don't want to sell some of these things. I want to keep them for later. Okay, Mythic. Choosing the mythic path. You need to choose which mythic path you are going to follow. Oh, we missed one. Oh, that'll be Aeon. Actually, there's heaps. This choice will greatly affect the following events. However, no matter what your reason for choosing one of the paths are, be it powers or aesthetic preference, remember, there are no wrong choices. Mythic Hero. Mythic heroes are set apart from their contemporaries, capable of amazing feats of courage in the face of overwhelming odds. In spite of this, they're still similar in many ways to other adventurers. They have hit points, an armor class, and saving throws. In fact, most of the statistics are comparable to non-mythic characters on an equal level. Where mythic characters differ is in their special mythic abilities. These abilities enhance mythic characters both in and out of battle, allowing them to take part in extraordinary, larger-than-life adventures. Alright. So I've only unlocked 4 options because we shut myself out from Aeon. And I've somehow lost 4 others. Do they come later in the path or what? I don't think so. I think I kind of choose it now, don't I? So our options... Oh, I can't pick any of the others? We just have to go with Mythic Hero? I guess you pick later? Ah, then it's okay that these are locked. Because I'm not picking now. I guess. That's progression. Mythic ability, first Ascension. When do I choose though? That's kind of what I was wanting to look at. Bypass epic damage reduction. Your mythic powers allow you to bypass damage reduction. N/epic. I don't know what that means. Hard to kill. It's next level. You don't die until your total number of negative hit points becomes equal to or greater than double. Yeah, well, I've turned off dying, so not really that relevant. Okay, well, I'm not quite sure when we choose then. First Ascension. At first rank of the character mythic progression, they need to select their first Ascension ability. This ability is usually closely tied to the source of the character's mythic powers. It does not determine the character's choice of an actual mythic path later. But the source of the powers and the mythic path are closely linked. The character must be aware of their connection to the source to select the ability linked to it. Options. Bit of fun. Mythic characters that draw their power from chaos gain an ability to create 3 illusionary copies of themselves. These copies last for 1 minute per mythic rank and act like mirror image spell, protecting the character from attacks. How many times per day can I use this? Doesn't really specify. These characters can use... next line. These characters can use this ability 3 times per day. On the 2nd mythic rank, though I don't know how I get there, these characters become more creative, getting a +3 circumstance bonus to all skill checks. Okay. Which will escalate into creative approach and summon Will-O-Wisp. For 1 minute, summon monsters appear when you designate and act according to initiative check. Huh. Creative approach. The characters that draw upon the power of chaos become creative, getting person, yeah. Close to the abyss. Mythic characters that draw their power from the abyss grow a pair of horns. I already have them. Getting a gore attack. Don't like being a melee. This attack is made of with a -5 penalty. Who the hell wants that? And deals 1d8 plus 1 to 1.5 times their strength modifier points. I'm on negative of piercing damage. It counts as cold iron and magic for the purposes of overcoming damage reduction. Immunity to poisons. Yeah, no. Oh, we can summon one of these bad boys though. No. I think this is probably what we're going to be going with. Close to the heavens. Mythic characters that draw their power from good gain an ability to unleash a ray of heavenly light, targeting an ally or foe within 50 feet as a ranged touch attack. This ray heals allies for 4d6 plus 2d6 per mythic rank points of damage, or deals the same amount of damage to enemies. Those characters can use this ability 3 times per day, plus 1 extra time for each mythic rank beyond the first. On 2nd mythic rank, those characters become close to angels, gaining resist acid, cold, and immunity to petrification. God, I'm going to be the most resistant person in the world. It's going to be so hard to kill me because I already have energy immunities. Okay, Heaven's Breath. On 2nd mythic rank, mythic characters that draw their power from good become closer to angels. Oh, that's just a repetition of that. Summon a Spirit Paladin. Okay, interesting. Dance Macabre. Mythic characters that draw their power from death can channel negative energy to deal damage to living creatures or to heal undead creatures, which is kind of useless to me. Channeling energy causes a burst that either heals all undead creatures or damages all living creatures. No damage are healed. That doesn't sound particularly useful. Force reality. Mythic characters that draw their power from lore. Nah, I'm not lawful. Gain an ability to force reality upon the enemies around. Every enemy in a 30-foot radius around the mythic character is a target of greater dispel effect, affecting only abilities of illusion school. That's kind of lame. Instrument of Freedom! Mythic characters that draw their power from freedom gain an ability to unleash a bolt of energy from Elysium itself, targeting an ally or foe within 50 feet as a ranged touch attack. This bolt deals 4d6 plus 2d6 per mythic rank. Isn't that the same you were doing? 46 plus 2d6 per rank. Yep. Damage to enemies, except that heals as well. Well, you can choose to heal or attack. If used on allies, the bolt instead charges their attacks with weapons for 2+ mythic rank rounds. Charges their attacks with weapons. Yep, but what does that mean? Oh, here we go. Again, next sentence. Companions' attacks with weapons deal an additional 2d6 points of holy damage. That's good damage, right? Or is holy something else? Sorry, holy. Oh, it doesn't say. Holy? I don't know if holy is good damage or not. Give me a sec. Okay, the wiki for Kingmaker says that holy damage is imbuing the weapon with making the weapon good aligned. So it deals good, well, it gets past damage reduction with good damage. So you would use it on evil creatures, which is what I was hoping for. Oh, I really need to finish reading sentences because my answers are literally always in the next sentence and count as good for the purposes of bypassing damage reduction. Those characters can use this ability 3 times per day plus 1 extra time for each mythic rank. On the 2nd mythic rank, is that Freedom's Child? These characters become closer to the Azatars that live in Elysium, gaining resist electricity 20 and plus 4 bonus to saving throws against mind affecting effects. And I could summon an Azata Bralini. I kind of like this. This is very, very useful. So an ally or a foe. So I can give somebody an extra 2d6 holy damage for 3 rounds. Or I can just do outright damage. I don't know. I really like doing damage, so that's kind of cool. But I was kind of wanting to go towards angel shit. Let's just do it. Though I've got it to level 2 before I can do that. Drat it all. Mythic ability. At first tier and every odd mythic rank thereafter, select one new mythic ability. You want me to read through all of these? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Abundant casting. You've learned of a way to increase the number of spells you can cast per day. You can cast 4 more spells per day of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd ranks. Oh my god. That'd be great if the demons weren't all resistant to freaking fire. And that can lead to improved abundant casting. That's a 4th, 5th, and 6th. Gee, I haven't even got... Wait, there's even no point. I don't even have 3rd rank spells. I suppose I will get them eventually. Always a chance. Your attacks are now less affected by luck. You don't automatically miss when you roll a 1 on an attack roll. Oh, that's lame. Archmage Armor. You are now master of the Mage Armor spell. Whenever you cast Mage Armor on yourself, I don't have that. Transcendent Element. You master a certain element at a spectacular level. Choose one energy type. The damage of that type you deal can no longer be prevented or reduced by resistances or immunities. Okay. That is useful then, coupled with that. Not that I can take 2, but that definitely makes my fire abilities that I so wanted to focus on way more interesting. Okay. That's looking like a winner, although we're only in A. Each time you do critical damage, which is pretty much never. Next. The battle... That was what it was, sorry. Oh no, I was hovering over something else. The creatures you summon gain a piece of your mythic power. Creatures summoned by you gain a bonus to its strength. Yeah, not happening. Battle meditation. As a standard action, you can enter a state of battle meditation. While in this state, you are unable to move. Lose your dexterity bonus to AC and count as being staggered. No. Best jokes. When a creature fails a saving throw against your hideous laughter. Next, Bloodline Ascendants. Oh. God, so many types. I suppose it's the dragons and the elementals that do that. You are a paragon of your sorceress bloodline. You immediately gain an ability from the 20th level of your bloodline. Ascension. At 20th level, you become infused with the power of the heavens. You gain immunity to acid, cold, and petrification. Nobody ever attacks me with that. Oh, that's not true. I've been attacked by acid once. Resist electricity 10, resist fire 10, and a +4 racial bonus that saves against poison. No, that's a level 20 ability. Lame. Power of the Pit. At 20th level, your form becomes infused with vile power. You gain immunity to fire and poison. Okay, they're actually really lame. Never mind. Boundless Healing. Whenever you cast a Cure Wounds spell or another healing spell, it becomes Reach as though using the Reach spell. Yes! Daeron needs that, so that I don't have to keep going into melee combat to heal somebody. Also, the amount of hit points it now restores depends entirely on your caster level and disregards any limits in the original spell. You can alter a spell with a range of touch, close, or medium to increase its range by 1 range category. Beautiful. So they still have to be within 15 feet. That is doable. Brutality Incarnate. Your natural attacks now ignore all damage reductions. Cleaving Shot. Each time you deal critical damage with your ranged weapon attack, or reduce the target to 0 hit points, you deal your weapon damage to all other enemies in a 10-foot radius. That's pretty cool. Dimensional Retribution. You leave a mystical link with enemy spellcasters that lets you instantly move to them. Every time you're targeted by an enemy spell, you gain the ability to tell... How would I want to do that? If you hit an enemy with a ranged weapon attack, they receive a penalty on AC against melee attacks equal to half your mythic rank for 1 round. Well, it'd be 1. You can't halve a mythic rank that's at 1. Domain Zealot. You can use the abilities of your domains as a swift action. Do I have domain abilities? Elemental Barrage. Every time you deal energy damage to a creature, you apply an elemental mark to it. If during the next 3 rounds you deal energy damage to a marked target with a different type of energy, the target is dealt additional divine damage. Emergency Help. 3 times per day as a move action, you can teleport to an ally who has less than 30 hit points. That's like my entire party. Mostly. Until the end of the next round, your first healing spell or ability is empowered and maximized. Okay, cool, great. Enduring Spells. Effects of your spells and your allies that should last longer than an hour, but shorter than 24 hours, now last 24 hours. And I guess this makes them last 24 hours? Effects that should last longer than 5 minutes, now last 24 hours, yeah. Interesting. That should last longer than an hour. Most of my abilities are only per minute, so that's not going to work. Enforced Vigor. Every time you damage an ally, they gain a +2 mythic bonus. Wait, every time you damage an ally? Technically that shouldn't happen. It does happen, but technically it shouldn't happen. Ever ready. Whenever you make an attack of opportunity, you gain a bonus on the attack roll and damage roll equal to your mythic rank. Oh, that's pretty cool for Woldif. I'm never going to remember his name. It's really not memorable. That's the word I'm looking for, memorable. And Camellia. They excelled at that tavern battle with their AOO. The number of attacks of opportunity you can make each round is increased by 2. But again, that doesn't apply in literally any other situation. That was the only situation that anybody has bothered to get an attack of opportunity from me. Expels vulnerability. Every third hit with a ranged weapon against the same enemy deals. Yeah, that assumes they don't die before you get to make a third hit. Inspirational Leader. You're a beacon of hope for your comrades, and they perform better near you. Your allies within 50 feet. Yeah, they're kind of usually within 50 feet. Gain a bonus equal to half your mythic rank, which isn't saying much. To their initiative, saving throws against man. Lame. Last stand. Your mission is too important to fall in battle, and your mythic powers let you... Okay. You become unkillable. Not that big a deal. Leading Strike. Each time you hit a target in melee combat, you leave a mark on it. Any ally attacking the marked target... Melee combat. Deals additional divine damage equal to 1d... Limitless Rage. You no longer have a limited amount of rage rounds. Don't even use rage. Magic Nullification. Activating this ability grants you magical immunity and dispels any effects on you. Master Shapeshifter. This is more a druid thing. Whenever you come into contact... Whenever you become the target of a polymorph effect. That hasn't happened at all. All the physical ability skill adjustments. Okay. Mythic Charge. Your charge attacks deal additional divine damage equal to 1d6. That's good for Sealer, since I try to charge wherever possible. Powerful Shadows. Your shadow spells don't have any ranging shots. Every time you miss an enemy with a ranged weapon attack, Lan, are you listening? Your aim improves, giving you a stacking +1 bonus on attacks against the same enemy up to the maximum of your mythic rank. Each successful hit lessens this bonus by 1. My mythic rank 1. But, you know, that would be interesting later in the game. Up to restraints. 3 times per day, you automatically dispel any effects that make you... Second Bloodline. A first tier in every odd tier, you gain 1 new mythic ability. I already have a second Bloodline. You found a way to infuse your bloodline with even more power. This would be a third Bloodline, would it not? Interesting that's letting me choose things I already have. Oh no, I already have Infernal. Oh no, I picked Celestial. Didn't I pick Celestial? I don't know, it's weird that it's letting me pick more. The bigger they are, you gain a bonus on your attack rolls of ranged weapons equal to the penalty to AC the target receives from their size. Thundering Blows. Sound of power. Once per round, when your melee attack misses the target, you deal sonic damage. Unrelenting Assault. Every turn, as long as you make at least 1 melee attack, you gain a stacking +2 bonus to damage rolls of melee weapons up to maximum +2 and lasts until the end of combat. What? You gain a stacking bonus to damage rolls with melee weapons. That sounds like a Woldif special. Unstoppable. Anytime you become paralyzed, don't care. Okay, I'm thinking I want to take Ascendant Fire. Yep, that's what I'm taking. Definitely what I'm taking. Ooh, I now get 8 spells. Actually, I already knew that. Okay, wow, all of that time just for little old me. Oh, can you just pick a recommended thing? I don't really care. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother. I don't care about her. Now, Sealer, do you have other options? It wants to give you ever ready. When you make an attack, you never make attacks of opportunity. Are there any extra things? Or are they all the same? Oh, abundant smite. You're going to increase the number of uses of Smite Evil ability. You can use Smite Evil a number of additional times per day equal to half your mythic rank. It's actually not that much. Okay, so you have some extra options. What's Battle Meditation? Nope. Healing, Brutality Incarnate. Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool, but no. Last stand, nope. Mythic Charge, I think is what I wanted for you. Extra Divine Damage per mythic rank. Yep, that's what I wanted for you. Oh, so I don't get to pick a path. They just fall into whatever. Okay, well, unless you have anything extra. I kind of liked that thing down the bottom. It does extra damage. Every time you hit a target melee combat, leave a mark on it. Consuming the mark. Yeah, nah. Yep. Unit stacking +2 bonus to damage rolls. Yep. That's for you. Darren. Yeah, Boundless Healing was what I was going to give you. So, nice default. Lan. Abundant Chi. Increase your Chi pool. Ki pool? Ki. You pronounce it Ki, don't you? Your Ki pool increases by a number of points equal to... I know he has a Ki pool, and it does cool shit. I never use it, and yes, that's my fault. But I just never use it. Now, what was the thing I was going to give you? God, I don't remember what it was called now. It wasn't Cleaving Shot. It wasn't Distracting Shot. Oh yeah, that's that. Exposed Vulnerability. No, that's right. Every time you miss... Yeah, that. I think I was giving you that. Yeah. I mean, if I used my key points, that would be useful to get the key spell thingy, but I don't use them, so... And yet, it would be preparing for the future, but I really don't use them. Which, yes, again, is my fault. I know this. I am aware of this. Improved abundant casting. You want to cast more spells? But you're in melee. I don't want to cast more spells in melee. Didn't I had an option for you as well, but I don't remember what it was. God, so many things. I don't remember what I wanted for you anyway. Okay, I guess. I mean, that's useful for you as a melee. Yeah, well, take your abundant casting that we're never going to use. Okay, we should probably do these ones as well. You want improved casting? Take it. You want healing? No. Okay, she's doing a lot of fire spells, so fair call. What is this? Oh, that's my instrument of freedom. I'm running out of space on this bar. I'm not gonna lie. You might have to utilize the sidebar soon. Although, I probably could get rid of the cantrips, because I do more damage with my weapon. So I could get rid of that and that. It's not like they heighten at all. Which is kind of frustrating. They do in 2E. Yet they don't seem to heighten here. Alright. Resist energy. Never going to use that. I'm going to put my 2 fires together. In fact, I should put all 3 of my fires together. It's going in spell level order though. Which is nice. Oh shit. What a waste. I did not mean to hit that. I meant to hit down. Oh, I forgot about that. We could have been using that. Oh well. Done now. Done now. Gosh. Have we finished chapter 1? Or are we still I wouldn't even know. Gosh. This became very convoluted. Examine the campsite, find the location of the recruits from Nerosian, examine the campsite of the knights, and talk to the army quartermaster. I need to do this now. Make it to Dresden. The army sets off from Canabras to Dresden. Between the two cities, there are miles and miles of land maimed by the claws of the abyss. How many of those who will set out will reach their destination alive? Will anyone join them along the way? Time is a luxury they do not have, and the chances that the whole situation will change unpredictably increase with each passing day. Opening. Crusade quests. Wipe out the band of cultists. Participate in the direction of Dresden. Okay. Find the lost relic of the Crusaders. According to chronicles, one of the Crusades' relics was lost in the lands the commander's army is about to pass through. The power of this artifact would be useful in the march on Dresden. Perhaps it would be wise to spend some time carefully exploring the right bank of the West Selen. Okay. I need to speak to Erebeth. Hey, Erebeth! You're right there. I can chat to you now. I don't know how to get 5 vials of magic essence. Do I just need magic essence as a whole? Oh, I don't think I found any notes. Oh, I'm sorry, storyteller. I think we're screwed. I did not see any notes. Otherwise, it would have updated. Would it say, tell the storyteller you found the notes? Sorry! Okay, we already looked at those two. Got to find those ruins. Got to have Nanu in my party. Visit the Houndheart's camp. We're about to do that. It's literally where we're going next. Oh, this is where we've got to look for the ring. Okay. The Outcast. Wait for class of schemes. And visit Chili Creek. I don't know what that is. Oh, everybody's here. Oh, they're the places we've got to go. Gotcha. Ooh, there's loot to be had. Is there a chest for me? Anywhere? No, there is not. Nura Dendewar's tent. Field medic. Chapel tent. Commander's tent. So Erebeth. Oh, I can't chat to you. Damn it. The first thing I was supposed to do. Alright, where are we on the field? What kind of angle are we looking at here? Where's her tent? Okay, that's her tent. Okay, now I get the dimensions. It really flipped us over, didn't it? Okay, so we need to go see these guys. I think, more or less. Is it just me or is it snowing? It seems a little less than ideal. These are the Knights of Canabras, all that's left of the orders that were billeted in the city. Oh, that sucks. Sure! Add more to the pile. Do you have Staunton's brother? What did you say, sir? Was that a conversation from outside? Nothing, Commander Turbate. Happy to serve. We outfitted this tent to be used as our chapel. Even the less pious Crusaders will come here to say their prayers when the final battle is upon us. I've seen it happen in my previous campaigns. Ah, so we've got altars for everybody. Mostly. Torag, Erestil, Iamade. I can rest here. Desna and Serenary. So if I rest here, I'll lose some of my corruption. Commander. Anyone over here? It's useful. Nope. Wait, there's loot over here that I missed? No way. Ah, over there. Erebeth, I know you're faster than me, but chill, lady, chill. Going too fast for me. Happy to serve, Commander. These are the fighters that Her Majesty brought from the capital. So Nerosian and Erosion's the capital. Too bad they're only recruits, but that's alright. We'll bring them up to speed. Okay, I don't think I ever put two and two together that was the capital. At least I know now. Why are you laughing, bruh? Sila! A group of soldiers is talking loudly, laughing joyfully and passing around a flask. So picture this. My sword is by the fire. There's 2 goblins about to snatch it, and 3 more are digging through my tent. And I'm sat in the bushes wearing just my mail shirt, wondering what the blast to do. An old mercenary taught me about the mail shirt. Can't slip in armor, but it's not so bad a mail once you get used to it. Too bad no one told me not to go into the bushes without my sword. So what did you do? What did I do? I barked like crazy. Goblins are afraid of dogs, you know, so they all went wild and started running around. I spot my sword, and they spot me, so I jump over the fire, wearing nothing but my mail shirt. And I grab my sword and I yell in my big, tough voice, "Oh, Inheritor, grant me the power to crush these filthy creatures." My sword's shining, the goblins are screaming. I jump to attack them, and they fight back. But I fought them off somehow. But ever since, I've never taken a step without my weapon. Zealot takes a sip from the flask. Ha ha ha, that's some story. Stop gulping. Leave them for us. We've only just set off, and you're already drinking? And for the queen of the camp? Stop us at once. The knights quickly snap to attention. Why is she so far down? Sila raises the flask and says loudly, "Right you are, Commander Durabade. We are but drinking to the queen's health." Give me a sip too. To Her Majesty's health. Iruith rubs her forehead with palm of her hand. "Commander, are you sure this is the right way to train your soldiers?" "Never mind. It's your business." That was hilarious. Any more loot this way? Negative. Okay, we'll go down until we hit Lan. Hi, This is Lampkin. We found Lampkin. Grandma got on a direct. Why are you guys here? Shouldn't you be like in the safety of cadavers? A well-dressed. So, Erida's in a released game. Dressed. Old dwarf is lecturing a motley company, shaking her ladle at them belligerently. Noticing you, she flings up her hands. "Good afternoon, your commanderness. Do you remember us? We're the crew from the next door theatre company. The one you saved in Canabras. Back when you..." Why is that? Oh, it's reminding you when you did it. Yep, I do remember. "Back when you weren't your commanderness yet. As you can see, we've come on the campaign with you. We signed up to clean pots and mend the soldiers' clothes." Oh, that's so nice of you. Wow, that's actually quite touching. Oh, my throat. Keeping up a theatre is expensive, so we all have to take side jobs. But we don't stop what we're doing. We're going to put on a play about your legendary feats. Of course, the crowd scenes are difficult. We can't find the people to play the hordes of demons, and we decided against using a ritual to summon a real demon. Oh boy, thank God for that. Luckily, we've Master Kem. He's invented a way to solve this problem using sound. We caught a pig and some piglets who ran away from our burned-out village. The glum husky half-orc mumbles softly. We put the piglets in a box and scare them a little, and the sound they make is just like an approaching demon horde. But the most important question is, of course, choosing the lead actor who will play the great knight commander. We had to write Barney over it, breaking a number of lances as well as a shovel, a rolling pin, and a set of back scratches. We just couldn't decide on them no matter what. Maybe you can help us. We have 2 candidates, the most suited to the role. One will have the honour of conveying your heroism on stage. Commander. It's a sweet half-elf candidate for... What are you doing there, bruh? A Cyclops actor? Don't you have any other actors who even vaguely resemble me? Of course, Lily is most impressed with you and wants the role very, very much. Difference in appearance don't matter. She's a wonderful dancer, which will allow us to introduce elements of ballet into the play. Don't you have any other actors? I guess I don't have any choice but to pick that. We're a small and poorly funded theatre. We have only a few actors, but they're also talented, one of a kind. I've chosen the ones that are the best fit for your role. Trust my vision. I have more than a few successful plays under my belt. Cyclops actor? He's completely tame, believe me. Has a few issues with articulation, but what a powerful physique. We'll make him a nice costume, wash him up, brush his hair. Truth be told, in our show, you mainly just make short heroic exclamations at the fateful moment. Like, "Onward!" or "We'll never give up," or "My heart burns with courage." Lampkin will definitely handle the script. Oh, I don't know which one. I mean, you kind of want to add ballet. But what other roles are you going to have? That's how Lampkin the Cyclops present me. Haha. Wonderful. So sorry we took you away from all the important things heroes and commanders do. We're off to rehearsal. I mean, first we'll wash some pots, then we're off to rehearsal. Let's go, you lazy lumps. Don't embarrass old grandma now. Less talking would be nice. Far less talking. There's Lan. Why can't you guys do the talking for me? What are you looking up at the sky for? You think winged demons are about to fall on us? Hilaria, I was trying to say the Knight Commander commands the knights really fast and I almost twisted my tongue. Oh, that's literally all you have to say. Okay, cut back in across. Hi, horse. Oh, it's Darren? Hey, Darren. Ah, there you are, you dashing troublemaker, you. Darren flashes you a self-satisfied smile. Our short acquaintance is coming to an end. Don't you dare go anywhere. Very soon you will depart on your crusade, while you'll scrape by on horrible rations, struggle vainly to sleep amidst snoring soldiers, be rudely awoken by the freezing cold, and have to look upon the dour faces of self-righteous prigs, before you finally perish in the maw of some demon. I have a journey ahead of me too. I've just rented a sailboat in the south. I've also hired an excellent chef, and a host of other entertainments. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Oh god, that's horrible. Let's not put my cursor over that accidentally. Darren pauses and suddenly adds in a more serious voice. You know, I am genuinely sad to see you go. If it sounds like mockery, forgive me. I cannot switch off my venom gland on a whim, you see. But you intrigue me. If only we could have spent a little more time together. But of course, Darren grimaces, not under these circumstances. The Crusaders and the demons have at each other. With any luck, they'll take this entire sanctimonious spectacle with them. I'll be blunt, you don't intrigue me. Not in the way you obviously had in mind. But you are a valuable companion. You could have stayed at my party. You know, I would like it if you stayed. You intrigue me too. If you feel you don't belong here, go. But I'd like to see you again someday in the future. To get to know you better. You can throw a banquet for me to celebrate our victory in Dresden. What do you say? What the hell? Darren's eyes light up a little. He's obviously pleased by your attention. Yet he answers in his typical mocking tone. Alas, life is full of disappointments. I must reject your offer. Don't go. Don't you dare. I need you. Plus, I'll miss your witticisms. In any case, I intended to wait until the army departs. I do love a good send-off, so what on earth is going to make him stay with the party? Especially when it is I who is staying and someone else who is heading off to meet a dreary and hopeless end. Sometimes it does one good to ruminate on the unfairness of life. Well then, Commander. Farewell. Yes, transposed. Get over it. I suppose that you dancing dude in the background. Actually, you're a chick. You're distracting me. I assume I shall be a most precious memory on this most disgusting and exhausting road to the pointless slaughter of battle. Or if not the most precious memory, then at least the most stirring. Darren smokes before instantly losing all interest in you, or at least he pretends to. Bruh, you leave me, I will not be pleased. Oldif. Oh, Quartermaster's here. Okay, we'll have to chat to the Quartermaster. A lot of things have happened right. Oh, Horgus is here. Why is Horgus here? Wilsa Garms, Camp Quartermaster at your service. Well, let me sell things. Oh, he's a happy looking bloke. Let me grab more stuff and then we can sell it. Sure, tell to yourself, what are your duties? What is it? Really don't care, but sure. They mostly tell tales about your unusual power, but they don't shy away from talking about you as a person too. Soldiers always like that. If Iomedae herself descended from the heavens, you'd bet they'd jabber on about how she grips her sword and how good she looks in her armor. Word is that you possess some special magic, and know spells no one's ever seen in Mender before. People say you can do all sorts of stunts. Turn into a dragon, throw lightning bolts, fly across the sky. If I could do all those three things, I'd be a happy girl. And that you specialize in this one spell that lets you carouse and make love all night long without ever flagging. That just sounds exhausting. I don't know where they got that last one from. You'd think they weren't righteous lights of warrior, but common soldiers. I'll be back. This way. Storyteller is here with Nenio. The old elf smiles when he hears the footsteps. Oh, I did get the page! Yes. Allow me to congratulate you on your victory and on acquiring mythical powers capable of casting down the strongest of demons. I got the page you were looking for! The storyteller carefully takes the page from your hands. His fingers touch the ancient letters gently, examining them lightly, following their lines. I see myself. Young, energetic, able to see. Oh gods, have I found the key to my past? Finally I will find out what my own mind has been hiding from me. The elf's expression becomes withdrawn. The wrinkles on his face soften. Thank you, Lyria, and please, follow me to my story. Let us embark on this journey together. The storyteller inhales sharply a few times and begins his story. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting you to literally embark on a story. What is this beeping at me for? Wait, what? Stocktake has been cancelled? How do you cancel Stocktake? MK? Okay, I am bemused. I didn't know that you could cancel Stocktake when you do it every 6 months and it's a pivotal part to your business. But anywho, that's a late night. I don't need to have it work now. Yay, go team. They are leaving. The people of Kiernan faced the coming... Wait, it just occurred to me that you're that old. Okay, yep. People of Kiernan faced the coming Earthfall and admitted that they were incapable of handling this disaster. Proud rulers, artful crafters, brave warriors, wise mages, and skilled healers, all of them hurry to the gate of Severian. Severian? Looking around fearfully, a clean, safe world is waiting for them there. The people decided not to fight for Golarion. I'm ashamed. What could you have done to prevent Earthfall, though? There's literally nothing no one could have done. And I'm sorry for them. Their hearts wavered in the face of the catastrophe. But my will is strong. I am staying. My kinfolk are looking at me angrily. How dare I diminish their decision with my recklessness? My choice makes them cowards, traitors of their own home. One of them, my former mentor, looks at me bitterly. He hands me a neat notebook with a tree bark cover. In case you change your mind. With a heavy sigh, he returns to the line of those departing. Forgive me, brothers and sisters. I watch the gate of the Severian stone close, separating me from them. It is time for me to go too. I open my master's notebook. These are his notes about travelling between worlds. In case you change your mind. He hopes the burden I shouldered voluntarily would be too much. I will lose heart and find my way to Severian. What is Severian? This is the first time I've ever heard of it. And I've read about Earthfall. Peripherally, vaguely, not in detail. That will never happen. My mouth is set stubbornly. I tear my master's notebook to pieces. Well, that's kind of wasteful. You could use that for future travel. I used my forced pride as a shield against my fear of what is to come. Why did the elves decide to flee, not fight? His lips purse with disdain. They are afraid to lose what they have. They were rulers, long-lived and powerful. They valued their lives in sunshine too much to enter the fight with the aftermath of Earthfall. Your mentor is a mage. Oh, you mean after Earthfall. Okay. Your mentor is a mage. Then you must be too, yes? Yes, I'm an archmage, and this title is well-deserved. I've acquired delicate mastery and succeeded in many areas of magic. But curiosity has always pushed me toward new knowledge since the first day of my apprenticeship. What is a Severian stone? A magnificent crystal bent into an arch by a mighty hand of an ancient divine creator. Our great gate to the other worlds. It breathes power. It dreams of eternity. In case you haven't noticed, I am speaking a lot softer because I'm trying to preserve my throat. Why are you angry at your fellow elves? I spent hundreds of years in Kiernan. I've always admired the way my kinfolk cared for the forest that was our home. But the rest of the world seemed to mean nothing to them. But I love Golarion. All its places, all the forms it manifests in. I travelled widely and then came home and told my kinfolk about my travels. But they weren't interested. They only cared about Kiernan. Their lack of desire to hear about the wider world makes me sad and angry. What happened next? Earthfall happened at night. I'm standing at the top of my tower, many miles to the north of Kiernan, and I see a blaze far in the south. I hear a horrendous rumble. The air is groaning, giving way to a huge rock rushing down upon my world. And then a blow. Vibration that penetrates everything, reaching down into the bowels of Golarion and up to the vaults of the sky. Crunching bones, blood from burst vessels filling my eyes with darkness. Drowning in timelessness along with countless denizens of the Golarion. Never before have we been so unified in our feelings. When I come round, the darkness remains. My first terrible thought, I'm blind! But no, little by little I begin to see the stone wall. I'm alive. Why is it so dark? The answer is quick. The smell of ash everywhere. The great burnt sacrifice filled the air with incinerated particles of what was recently the continent of Aslant. I don't think I thought about it in those terms. Okay. Great clouds of ash covered the sky, cutting us off from the sun and moon, dooming us to a dusk at day and complete darkness at night. Yeah, and that lasted for a very long time. My heart sinks with fear. Treacherous thoughts fill my mind. Why did I stay? Why didn't I run like everyone else when I had the chance? I clench my teeth and stand up to watch Earthfall, proudly, like the last archmage of Kiernan should. Will my world perish like this? Will I perish? No, that will never happen. I am still alive, and I can fight Earthfall and the darkness, not to run from it in a blind panic like my kinfolk and my cowardly teacher. But what can I do? I will not stop the disaster. I will hardly be able to save empires from the destruction. What can I do? I am but one archmage. powerful and weak at the same time. What happened to your elvish people then? They've gone through the Severian stone, which you didn't technically tell me what it is and what it does. Where did they go and what did they do after that? So what is Earthfall? A disaster of untold proportions. An unborn planet dropped on Golarion by blind fate or someone's evil will. A blow so strong that the continent of Aslant is destroyed within moments, turned to ashes, wiped off the face of Golarion. In this burnt sacrifice, clouds of ash and dust are born, stealing our sun. Without the warmth of our star, the air cools, the soil is barren, dark creatures crawl out of their lairs to rule. And the most frightening thing? Without the sun, all hope dies in our heart. This is the age of darkness. How many years did it last? 1,000-year period. I knew it was long, but I've forgotten it was quite that long. What was the tower you mentioned? It's my retreat to the north of Kyon. My home away from home, my observatory. From its top, I watched the stars and, when they were correctly aligned, the other worlds as well. Here in the northern wastelands, I found the highest mountain and built a tower on top of it. On clear days, I could see the mist over the lake of mists and veils in the east. That's how high I was. It's kind of terrifying. What are you going to do next? I don't know. I need to think. My opponent, Earthfall, is much stronger than me. But Earthfall's been and gone for thousands of years. Without noticing, the storyteller raises his voice to a shout. It is merciless. It doesn't simply destroy life. It kills an era, ending the greatness of Golarion's civilizations. They will sink into oblivion, be forgotten as if they never existed. I need to think. The elf suddenly winces, and is silent for a few moments as he calms its heavy breathing. Forgive me. I shouldn't have raised my voice. The story is much harder than many before it, most likely because I played the main role in it. It is so strange to see myself, feel the emotions tearing me up inside, those that I felt a long time ago, and not remember them. It's like I split. I became both the storyteller and the main character. Too bad the story ended at that moment. How did you lose your memories, bruh? Please, if you find other pages covered with ancient elven writings in your travels, bring them to me. I might be able to shed some light on my past, and we will find out how my story ended, and perhaps even why I forgot it. Thank you for your stories. Okay. I have to go through this again. My bad. Thank you for your stories. I want to discuss your past with you. Thank you for your stories. Have you decided to join the Crusade? I've decided not to, I'm afraid. My path and the path of the Crusade lead in the same direction, but, alas, they are not yet one and the same. After the demons were driven away from Canabres, the path into the Worldwound became open, if only temporarily. I'm planning on using this opportunity to visit the Elf Falls Silent. It doesn't matter now. I'd hate to bore you with the details of my adventure. Actually, I was really curious about where you were going to go, which may prove useless even for myself. However, I'll try to return to the Crusaders and aid them in their confrontation with the demons after I'm done. I hope to meet you again in this world rather than the next. I wish you interesting adventures. Thank you. I don't really care to talk to Nania. Oh, Nanio. It's your bay tent. This is both mine and Nevia's tent. We both used to travelling, but the Queen insisted our tent be furnished like a commanding officer's. At least you get a tent. I don't get a tent. Hey, how did I suddenly level? Is that from getting, like, experience points as we go? Sorry, I'm stealing everything. This massive bed is clean and neatly made. Only commanding officers are allowed such luxury during marches. Just checking messages. Oh! Stock take's cancelled because it's one that we do across the entire country. But 3 states are currently shut at time of recording. So they've decided to cancel it. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. We do have 3 states in the country that are not functioning at the moment. So I guess it makes sense. So we just have rolling stock takes instead. Okay. Whatevs.